From the world headquarters of Fox News, it's The Kelly File with Megyn Kelly.
Developing tonight, new questions over the intense media scrutiny of a county clerk who ignited a firestorm by refusing to issue marriage licenses to same-sex couples. Here's Kim Davis today turning away couples who are applying. She says gay marriage conflicts with her religious beliefs and that issuing these licenses would violate her conscience. Suddenly, Miss Davis has become the story, with various media outlets reporting on her past marriages, her divorces, and children who may have been born out of wedlock. Dana Loesch is the host of Dana on the Blaze TV, and the accusation by those folks against Miss Davis is that she is a hypocrite for, in their view, judging other people's lifestyles while not living up to the Christian standards herself.
Right, Megyn, thanks for having me back. I love the headline that was over at the Federalist today. Basically, Kim Davis, Megyn, is being condemned because she wasn't following the Christian faith before she became a Christian 4 years ago. And that's what all of this is.
Some of us who are Christian have difficulty doing it. Well, we actually are, you know.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, before she even converted, they're condemning her. She's been married 4 times, and oh, egad, she had a set of twins out of wedlock, which I've never heard progressives ever use that phrase in a non-ironic fashion. They are digging up so much dirt on her, and it's so similar. Remember what they did back to Brendan Eich, who's the former CEO of Mozilla. They went after him when they found out that he had privately donated money to the Prop 8 cause. They ran him out on a rail like Elijah Lovejoy. They ran him completely out of Mozilla, and they're doing the same thing with Kim Davis.
It's one thing to sort of attack her on, look, the Supreme Court has ruled, and now you have to comply. And as a legal matter, I'm going to try to make you to comply, which is what the ACLU is doing. It's quite another to talk about prior sins she's committed before she converted to Christianity. So is this about a character attack, a destruction?
Yeah, they're committing, Megyn, the very same thing of which they're accusing her. And we should note, too, she's received a number of threats, including death threats. I heard from her attorney today that someone's threatened to burn down her house, all kinds of threats that she has received from the loving and tolerant raging peace mob. So she's like really facing a lot of scrutiny. She's been at this job. She's a Democrat, too, that nobody's reporting. She's a Democrat, an elected Democrat, so she can't just be fired. She's always been elected with a significant number of votes. And she's been doing this for, a couple of decades now, and the law just recently changed. And yet, people don't want to fight the legalities. They just want to smear her character, drag her kids into it, everything else. Well, it's shameful.
That was the question that everyone was asking right after the Supreme Court's ruling, which is, what about those who have a conscientious objection to participating in a gay marriage, whether it's a baker or a county clerk who doesn't want to issue the permission slip that is required under the law, but the response is, then you got to get rid of that job. You can't be doing that job because it's been ruled unlawful for you to uphold that view.
Yeah, it's amazing that they don't give her any accommodation. I mean, she has to sanction these unions by putting her name on this piece of paper. And you could go, there's like 130 other clerks that are in Kentucky, and you can drive for maybe 30 minutes, 40 minutes either way, and you're going to hit another clerk. So it's not as though that people are completely barred from getting a license. They specifically want Kim Davis's signature, and they want her to compromise her beliefs, so they want to do to her what they did to Brendan Eich.
Dana, good to see you. We'll continue to follow it.
Thanks, Megyn.